I think podcasters is a lame term.
Podcasters, yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that? It just sounds.
It doesn't
sounds
sound
lame
like
to you.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like cool. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe podster would be better.
No, that is so much worse. Podcaster. I do agree. I think just the word podcast in general kind of pisses me off a bit.
It does. It's kind of a weird.
Can we call them something else? Can we call them like modern radio?
Internet radio?
Internet radio?
Why isn't it just called like internet radio
or like internet talk show?
Internet talk show.
Maybe we should look up and see like if there's a reason that podcast, like where did the origin, here, I'm going to look it up.
Origin of podcast.
Origin of podcast here.
Because I remember I remember when I first got my iPhone, there was I always remember in iTunes, there was the podcast section, and I always just was confused by it.
Oh, that, and I don't know. Now, I think now it's a little bit of a bigger thing, but I didn't even know what it was. I was like, okay, here we go. The podcast, this is the Google definition, it looks like. I don't know. Whatever definition that comes up like on Chrome when you search something, it's that. It says podcast, so the origin for both words are both English, right? And it's iPod and broadcast, so podcast. Because I'm guessing podcasts were probably just like pretty much an Apple thing, maybe.
Does
iPod.
Apple own the term podcast?
They own iPod.
If it was Origin, God damn it, dude! I hate when I can't pronounce words.
Originated.
If it originated on a Apple device, does that mean Apple trademarked the term?
I don't know. Maybe. Can we not say podcast on our podcast?
Well, it's a fucking
podcast.
It's a podcast, bitch. Sorry. Yeah, dude. In my political science class, we had to take this survey online. First of all, I was thinking it was going to be like, it's a survey, you know?
Yeah.
Beginning of class.
Yep.
10, 15 minutes. Click through some questions real quick.
Yeah. Multiple choice.
Dude, it took me like 45 minutes.
That's not chill, I feel like.
It was a lot of questions. And it didn't even have like how many questions were left or anything like that. I couldn't track my progress.
Yeah.
It was a long time.
That's really annoying.
One of the questions in it, though, I found really interesting because they just gave us a picture of I guess it was a political figure back in the day. It was black and white. It was just a guy in a suit, and you couldn't see his face for, like, to remove any, like, bias or whatever.
Yeah.
And it just said, like, do you think this person would be a good leader? And I was like, I don't know if I can judge based on that,
right?
And then it asked me, like, other questions about, like, would you vote for them? And I was like, how am I supposed to decide?
Yeah. Just based on that? Just a picture of them?
And I don't know if it was trying to make a point that, like, we, as, like, the American people, will pick someone who's, like, better looking or looks more normal.
Or maybe like us.
I don't know.
Maybe someone who looks more like the individual who's voting.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
It's
but
interesting.
I just found it interesting because, like, if that's a big part of how people get elected, and I think it's actually a lot bigger at the local level. Because at the local level, you don't really hear much about local elections.
Yeah, I got you.
It's almost more important to have like a nice looking name to win a local election.
Yeah, definitely. And like maybe like a one-liner, like a punchline.
Yeah.
This is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Jobs, you know.
That's what Trump did. Build a wall, dude.
Exactly. That was pretty much the whole.
All his rallies were just basically people chanting "Build a wall."
Yeah.
Which I also find funny.
It is kind of funny.
The American people are very like
we
and
like
us included.
We like to cling on to just one little
thing. One little thing,
and we
just
like run with it.
We like to root for it a ton too.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird.
And
it's kind of interesting.
It's like the athletic field and the political field have like merged into one.
Yeah.
There's two teams, which is pretty sucky actually, but like. I'm going to root for the Packers all day long. And I'm going to root, I guess, for the Republicans all day long. I don't know if I want to actually get into that, but...
No. I got something to say about this. So I was watching this YouTube video today. This is kind of on the term of political slogans, right? Mm-hmm. And like James K. Polk.
Sounds familiar.
He's a president.
Oh,
back in the day. Looks like 1844 presidential election, right? That's when he got elected.
1844.
He was So
of course, I don't know him.
Yeah. So he. The only reason I know the name actually is from, I think, is it Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide? I'm pretty sure that's the school they go to is James K. Polk Middle School or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was watching this YouTube video today, and it was like a stand-up comedy thing. And this guy just kind of mentioned that like James K. Polk, had his slogan or whatever, and the guy running against him, his name looks like it's Henry Clay. I just had to look it up because I couldn't remember. Henry Clay ran against him, and Henry Clay's slogan was, "Who is James K. Polk?"
That's like,
talk about throwing shade.
Dude, that's like
1850.
That's
shade.
like Twitter shade.
Oh yeah, like who the fuck even are you?
Yeah, you're getting like shit talked on Twitter by some random, and you just tweet out, "Who is this dude?"
Exactly right. Yeah, it's the exact same thing. I just thought it was. I don't know. I thought. Like, it was
imagine if imagine savage. If I was like shit talking Mitch Trubisky, quarterback for the Bears, and he just tweeted out like, "Who are you,
this dude?"
Yeah,
yeah.
I would. That's like the biggest BM move ever.
Oh yeah, and you're pretty much, there's no coming back from that.
Yeah.
So like,
I got like 100 followers, dude.
But James K. Polk still won.
Oh.
Yeah. Despite the great motto by Henry Clay.
It's not everything. You need a little more. You need a little bit of substance.
Yep.
I guess.
Yeah. A little bit of substance.
That's really all that matters.